Hi Bann fans!
And welcome to this week's edition of Bann Fan TV with On The March videos.
Well, we're into June already. It's the busiest time of year and you will not believe how many parades are coming up this week alone.
Tomorrow, where are we going?
Well, we're heading off to Hillsborough. Hillsborough Protestant Boys, or Royal Hillsborough Protestant Boys, they've invited us down. The show kicks off about 6:30. They have lamb bags, they have a piper, they have dancers. I hope this weather clears up for them.
And also Castle Dawson have their normal annual parade happening. We are going to start this week with Saturday, and it was the Junior Orange Order. It was their Centenary parade, and what a fantastic parade it was.
Such a display of girls, boys, men and women. It was fantastic. Over 50 bands on the march in Lisburn. It was a really impressive show.
We have 5 bands from across the province picked out for you. I can't remember them all, but let's give it a go. The parade was led by Rugged Silver.
Yeah, we've also got Crumlin Young Loyalists, Old Boys.
That's a contradiction.
We also have Derrycalvin, Pipe Band.
And we have Newtownards Melody.
And we're finished this week's section with Craiganee, Accordion Band from up the north coast.
Robert, this is the best day, now watch it.
Saturday didn't finish in Lisburn with the juveniles. We shot on down then to Cumber. It's a year for anniversaries, and Goldsprings were having their 40th anniversary parade.
They had bands from all over and they celebrated in style. They brought together some of the road boys to join the band to celebrate their milestone. They had a really impressive colour party as well, and they were sounding brilliant. Only after a few practices, and guys, I would go back if you're tempted.
Definitely. I'm sure the door is open there for anybody who wants to come back into the ranks. 2 more clips coming up along with the Goldsprings band. We have Harbour Star from Donegal.
And hopefully I get this right, it's Ballyhalbert, especially for Eddie. then sees us head all the way to Scotland for Lark Hall Purple Heroes 70th anniversary parade. I am so looking forward to it. Then on Saturday we will be back in Lark Hall for the Apprentice Boys June Rally. It is going to be an absolutely cracking weekend for us, but we are going to miss some great parades coming up.
Yeah, talking about anniversaries, Ballyquin are having their 100th anniversary this weekend, and if you can get the Lima Valley, they've got a nice wee surprise for after their parade. But there's lots of parades going on this weekend. I've picked out a wee clip of Whitburn Grenadiers. They're actually on the march in Suffolk for Upper Falls Parade, who's another parade coming up this weekend. There's 13 parades on this week. I'm sure there's one near you.
Please do get out and support them. And if you want to find out where the parades are, do pause and watch the feed.
I'm sure you see on social media, different bands looking out for new members, new recruits to join the ranks. A wee band that got in touch with us this week was Newtownards, Sons of Ulster, Boys. They're on the lookout for new members or ex-members to come back. A band that doesn't do that many parades, so a bit of a part-time role if it's too busy for you to join another band. So we'll put a wee advert up, and hopefully if you're interested, get in touch with our Facebook page.
So we're going to take you back to Friday night, and it was the turn of Pride of the Bann for their annual parade, and they had a great lineup of bands, really well attended by bands and the public. Coleraine was bunged.
It was. No matter what the weather is, Coleraine always brings the crowds. A really good turnout.
So we have two bands that we've chosen from the parade. We have Ballymaconnelly from Rasharkin, who were sounding great as they walked through the streets of Coleraine.
Yeah, and we have picked out a local band, Ballyrashane Protestant Flute Band.
So until we see you when we are back on the march this Friday in Lark Hall, please do take care, and don't forget to keep following us.
Following them.
Goodbye.
Bye. So Ballyrashane Protestant Flute Band.
So until we see you when we are Protestant Flute Band. Are they Protestant Flute Band?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Right, okay. We are going to start with Saturday and the Junior Orange. Especially for you, Eddie Tourney, we have a Ballywalter. No, they're not. They're Ballyhalbert. Oh, sugar puffs. Do not put that on.
That's good. That is going on. We shut on down them to go.
There.
Yep. The parade was led by Ballymaconnelly.
It was.
Why did I say that? I didn't even. We want to say a special congratulations.
I'm sorry we're missing you.
Yeah. Who is it?
Ballyquin.